interesting. Have you guys heard about this little known chemical that they've been putting in all U.S. vaccines called Thimerosal?
Mercury.
Yeah, also known as mercury.
Yeah, I've known about that.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
knew that they were
that's
putting
not
mercury in
new.
some of them.
It's not
They-
new,
they-
but he's
they've
removing
been,
it.
They've been putting heavy metals in our vaccines for 80 years now.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
for a
love this
long
from The
ass time.
Guardian, and The Guardian's normally really reputable. I love this. Let's see how they start it. RFK Jr. to remove preservative thimerosal from all U.S. vaccines, and then they follow it up with anti-vaccine campaigns have targeted thimerosal for decades despite no evidence of ingredient in causing harm.
The
No
fuck you
evidence.
say?
There's thousands of studies, as RFK Jr. points out, that show mercury and thimerosal, specifically that brand of mercury, will cause severe to mild mental retardation in humans.
Case in point, why I get upset when people tell me trust the statistics, trust the science, because my point is you never know where these studies are coming from and if they're cherry picking specific statistics to support one way or another. And that's what scares me and pisses me off.
I mean, like they do when they fucking do anti-weed studies.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking that our government agencies all need to share some information here, because you cannot honestly tell me that there's no safety risk to putting heavy metals, mercury, in a vaccine when I can't break a fluorescent light bulb and not call in 37 different health organizations to cordon off the area for that little bit of mercury release from that fluorescent light bulb.
Exactly.
Or like old
Tyler-
thermometers
Tyler-
breaking those and shit. What were you gonna say, Joey?
Remove my camera for a few minutes. I have to use the bathroom.
Oh my god, Joey. Had to interrupt us
So
for
the cat's not attacking now.
I'm just gonna drop his camera out. He could have just walked away. I would have dropped it out. But no, again, this is major news. I feel like this is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Again, this is the perfect position for Mr. Kennedy. I mean, he's doing such great work here. If you know, as angry as I've been with Trump, if everything is lost, at least we have RFK.
we said this on the campaign trail when they joined forces, right? If nothing else, RFK is going to look at vaccines. He's going to look at a lot of different health things for good reasons, because he's been on this for decades at this point.
Yeah.
It's not new for him.
Yeah, and this is major. I mean, so the U.S. Health Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has now formally required vaccine makers to remove thimerosal from vaccines. The ingredient has been the target of anti-vaccine campaigns and misinformation for decades. Arguments against the preservative culminated in June when a key federal vaccine advisory panel, remade with Kennedy's ideological allies, recommended against the preservative. I really don't like this article from The Guardian. It has such biased language in it. Normally, when I pull up articles from The Guardian, they don't have such bias in it. That's pretty wild.
Look at the author.
I mean, if you've looked at other medications out there, Tyler, ever, and not just vaccines.
Who's the author?
You know, over time, you'll see reformulations happen of drugs, and this is to make them better, more effective. New ingredients come out, different binding agents and whatnot. Vaccines rarely go through a reformulation because of the strict testing requirements involved in that. It's not necessarily cost effective.
Yep.
But if they would have actually gone through any reformulations over 80 years in many of these cases, our vaccines probably wouldn't be anywhere near the level of dangerous that they currently are.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, it's. I mean, and the fact that they're trying to claim in this article that this isn't harmful. What's the evidence that it's not harmful?
But you can't prove a negative, Tyler. I hear that all the time.
I mean, you can. It's I think it's very contextual, because like if you walk up to someone and call them a racist, then how do they prove they're not? But when you're talking about something like, does this hurt someone or not, you can very, very much verify that. Yes.
Oh no, that's cherry picked data, Tyler.
Cherry picked. Yep. I think what's
Over-
cherry picked are the data points that say that this was safe.
That's what I'm screaming. That's why I'm
Right.
like, I want to figure out what studies they took this information from and actually see what it truly said, because you can take a study and twist it to whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
In 1952, when some of these vaccines came out, I mean, they're more concerned about, radiation in the air all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not worried about a little mercury in your blood.
No, not at all.
Insane. I mean, the fact that this has been going on for so long. I mean, we know that this causes these things, and I'm just glad that we're getting it out. I'm just
trust the science.
What I think, Tyler, is this has all just been a cover up. This is what they killed Uncle Robert for.
Uncle Robert. I mean, I think what this is it's the long game that all of our enemies have been playing. There's so many different ways that they try to attack us and make the American people docile, weak, and stupid. And this is one of the direct ways that they've been doing it. They've directly been making people literally mentally retarded. I mean, RFK Jr. even says it himself, that this additive can cause mental to average to severe. I mean, look, I'm even mentally retarded to some degree.
I mean, we're all a little retarded. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, we all got vaccinated in utero. I mean, yeah.
We're all a little retarded.
Yeah. I do want to play this clip though from RFK, because he had a very long. I mean, this is like his victory lap right here. At least that I'm sure there will be more to come, but this is just.
Are you gonna make me listen to his voice for 8 minutes?
Not the full 8. No, that's too much.
That's painful.
Hi, I'm
That's
Robert
almost
F.
9
Kennedy
minutes.
Jr., your HHS
Right.
secretary. I'm happy to report that last week we closed the final chapter in the long history of thimerosal in the United States. Thimerosal, of course, is a mercury-based vaccine preservative. Its main component, ethyl mercury, is a known and very potent neurotoxin.
It's a known neurotoxin. Like,
Yeah.
it's a like, guys, like, and then the Guardian says that it's not known to be harmful. It's a known neurotoxin.
Hey, antipsychotic medication is actually a psychotic-inducing medication.
Yeah, I know. I brought up I think it was briefly before I started doing videos again, but I was reading all these different studies about how like bipolar medication and like depression medication, they did all these studies and they're like, turns out we don't know anything about what we're doing.
No,
Yeah.
the depression medication is hilarious because it's also high blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
Yep.
Depression medication is just some of the weirdest stuff ever.
Look, I don't think one of the side effects of me taking medication to lessen thoughts of self-harm should be worsening thoughts of self-harm.
I mean, Tyler, have you tried just not being depressed?
Have you just tried being another gender, perhaps?
Hey, maybe you can go fight for Texas.
Oh my
I
goodness.
would love to. Yeah, I'm on board with Alex Stein here. So let's hear more about this neurotoxin that we've been injecting into babies and moms that are pregnant.
Until we withdrew the recommendation last week, flu shots containing thimerosal, astonishingly, were still being administered to millions of Americans, including pregnant women and children. Now,
He just said as recently as a week ago, this was administered to millions of Americans
Yep.
in the flu shots. And this is exactly why I don't take my fucking flu shot every year, by the way, because the additives that they have in it, and that's even besides the fact that the flu shot that they give you isn't even the flu that could be going around in your area.
See, I'm the kind of person that if you give me a flu shot, I will get sick, regardless if
Yeah.
I was sick or not. And they're like, "Oh, well, you were just obviously still coming down with it." And I'm like, "No,
Well,
you cannot
that
tell me
reaction
4
would have
years
been
in a row
less.
getting a shot and I get sick the next day. No.
And what they tell you too, Nora, I bet, is, but if you didn't get the shot, when you did eventually get sick, it would have been worse.
Oh, and I built up the antibodies, and
Yeah.
my favorite one was gaslighting me, telling me that I'm going to be stronger for it and that my cold is going to be lessened because I did this.
Mm.
and it was 10 days of hell. And I'm like, yeah, no. I haven't taken a flu shot, and I haven't gotten the flu since.
Do you know the strict requirements to get a drug approved, guys?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty impressive list of requirements to get a drug, even to
Yes.
the first stage of clinical trials.
Yep.
Did you know there is, among all the ones that have ever been approved, there is one drug that was, if it was approved today, if it had to be approved today and it wasn't grandfathered in, it would never get approved.
What's
Yep.
that?
You know what it is, Nora?
Mm-hmm. But go ahead and tell them.
Aspirin.
Why?
Yep.
Because we can't tell you how it works.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. But it works.
But they don't know how it works.
Pound for pound, it is more effective than morphine, any of the other opiates out there. It does things, many different things, and it cures many different things, so to speak. And we can't tell you how it does any of it.
Yep.
And then you have articles like, or you have people write the articles like the one from The Guardian saying that, oh, guys, we don't know if this thing's harmful. And we literally know it's a known neurotoxin. I mean, we have Killing It Sense in the chat. He said that the fact that they knowingly put this into us and they weren't telling us about it or even making it public, they are quite literally trying to kill us and we're at war.
We don't know it's harmful, but we're going to read off this list that is truncated, mind you, of just the really, really bad things that we noticed as side effects during our trials. That is half a page long already. These are just the really, really bad side effects, but we didn't know it was harmful.
I mean, I want to get Joey's thoughts on this now that he's back. Joey, how do you feel about RFK coming out and saying that we are now removing this neurotoxin from vaccines? Because I feel like this should be another major story, much like the organ harvesting stuff, right? This should be another major story. Guys, we went from people getting murdered by doctors for their organs to, hey, vaccines do cause autism and mental retardation. We're going to remove the thing that's doing that. And no one's talking about these things.
It's bad. How are we going to control society now?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We can't kill people prematurely, and we can't make them mentally retarded anymore. Oh no!
Just risen with the tism.
Risen with the tism. I mean, look at this face right here. RFK's got some riz on this face. Anyway, let's continue the video a little bit longer. I know we just love RFK's voice, so I'll just give you a little bit more.
I've taken a lot of flack from the vaccine industry and from its allies in the press about my decision to ban it. So I want to talk a little bit about my reasons. In early 2001, the director of the FDA Office of Vaccine Research and Review, late William Egan, admitted under oath before Congress that thimerosal safety had never been studied in human beings. Further, CDC has no existing guidelines for safe exposures to ethyl mercury. It is therefore inexcusable that these agencies allowed neurotoxic mercury to be injected into Americans for so long.
So not only do we have thousands of studies showing that this is in fact harmful, but when these agencies testified in front of Congress, they lied and said that there was no evidence. So either they had no evidence that it was safe and continued anyway, or knew it wasn't safe and lied.
Well, but you got to remember, the field test showed across millions upon millions upon millions of people that no harm came of it.
Yeah, no harm came of it because 10 years later, the guy, no harm came of it because, after 5 years, there were no signs of problems, but the kid's now 10 years old and can't get potty trained, it's fine. It's fine, guys.
I'm just telling you their logic.
No, I know. It's the way that they follow these things. It's the same thing with the transgender studies, because they'll be like, oh, actually suicidality decreases after surgery, and it's like, yeah, but follow them 5-10 years down the line, because it actually reverses back around and may increase. So
it's called, a quantitative versus a longitudinal study.
Yeah.
So they don't have the longevity to understand what the consequences are yet.
Yeah, just like the COVID vaccine. Anyway,
we are the guinea pigs.
We always have been. I mean, this is why these stories aren't surprising. The organ harvesting stuff,
Well,
the vaccine stuff. It's not surprising. We've always been the guinea pigs, and the government has always tried to test the limits on its citizenry.
All of it comes to tell me that the government just doesn't care about you. Never has, and it never
Sooner or
will.
later, you're gonna realize that
Jr.
the
cares
government
about you.
doesn't give a fuck about you.
RFK Jr.
I don't
cares about you, Chris.
I don't think RFK Jr. cares about me.
I think
There's more than
RFK Jr.
fucking
cares
most of
about
them.
his lineage, is what he cares about.
I think he cares more about me than, say, any of the other politicians out there. But he doesn't care about me.
I care about Tyler. That's what I care about. It's Tyler Today News. That's what I care about.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I'm
only
getting the
because
news
Tyler's
out there.
the only one talking about the things he's talking about.
That's
Yeah,
right.
This channel is just going to be RFK Jr. updates. Going forward,
RFK Jr. Stan account.
this is going to be an
There you
RFK
go.
Jr. Stan account going forward. We're going to open the show today with what did RFK Jr. get done today? That's
You know what I
we're gonna
heard
start the
somebody
show.
Tyler, can you do something? Can you do like a song about Maha, put it through Suno, and have it be like RFK style voice?
No, it sounds
Of him
terrible.
singing lyrics. Sounds hilarious.
I want to hear the
What
rest
you
of this.
need to do,
Wait,
Tyler?
hang on. There's just a little bit more to this clip. Hang on. Let's
A
see.
quick search of the National Library of Medicine's PubMed and PubChem websites. And that's thousands of studies on search terms such as mercury neurotoxicity, mercury in development, and mercury in the brain. Hundreds of them identify thimerosal as a potent neurotoxin, a carcinogen, a mutagen, and an endocrine disruptor. Let's put all that peer-reviewed science aside.
Let's just put all that peer-reviewed science aside.
We don't care about peer. We don't care about peer review, Tyler. Come on.
Yeah.
We have progress to make.
So that's where I'll end that video because I don't want to watch the whole 8 minutes. But I mean good on RFK Jr. Like I was saying while you were gone, Joey. If we get nothing else from the Trump presidency, if we don't get the immigration stuff, at the very least we get all these major wins from RFK. I'm at least happy about that.
That's how I've justified it to myself. I'm like, well,
That's
there's
how
a
I'm
period-
coping.
Now, Chris remembers this. There was a camera's going to get knocked down probably. There was a period during what was it 2023, 24, where me and Deaf to Tyrants are just like, at this point I'd rather have RFK than Trump, and they'd be like, oh, but he said X, Y, and Z about A, B, and C, and I'm just like, yeah, I just don't really care. Like when politicians say things, and I've been proven with that with Donald Trump, where he says all this shit and he just doesn't do it. So I care deeply about the food and the vaccine and the health related issues, because that's one thing that could actually change and change people's habits. So I care about permanent change. I don't care about temporary bullshit.
Yeah, because these things will affect people far into the future. The food that we eat, the vaccines that we're injecting into people very early in development,
The water that we drink.
people being harvested for their organs prematurely, like all of these things affect people in the long run. Think about the years of life that were cut from people. Think about the jobs that they could have been providing to this economy, and those are cut. Those are cut now because their life was cut prematurely. Same thing with all the food that people, all the bad food that we eat, all the bad things that we eat. I mean, I'm a big fan of soda. I'm glad to see that the soda companies are crumbling under RFK. A lot of them have said that they're changing ingredients.
I've got it figured out, Tyler. It's all about connecting the dots, right?
Yeah.
So they've been pushing mercury in the vaccines and hoping to cause brain death, so all the surgeons can remove your organs and sell them.
Yep.
Mhm. It's all connected, man.
It's all connected, man.
It's
It's
a
all
big
connected.
old scheme.
It's got to be like that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme where he's got the fucking chalkboard and he's just like
It's one big club, and you ain't in it.
Yep.
I mean, so major wins from RFK. Friggin' love it. Love RFK. Love everything he's doing. He's in the best position he could have been in, honestly, for this administration.
Honestly, and this is going to go against what Joey just said. While yes, RFK probably would have done well in the presidency, I think he's going to do much, much better in this role
This
than
role specifically, yeah, he'll have a lot more power to do what he actually has been saying.
and he wouldn't have been
Joey, fix your terrorist.
he wouldn't have been able to focus near this level of energy on the healthy stuff.
I get what you're trying to say, Chris. Yeah, no, him being in this position allows him to divert all energy in this department, which he has been so passionate about.
And
If he was
Bye, everybody.
bye, crazy cat.
in the room with you,
Jail Binky.
but no, and I completely agree with the point you're making, Chris. If he was in the position that Trump's in now, if he was president, we would not be seeing these things.
Like Joey's on the Titanic.
There's no one that RFK could have put in this position to have the same passion that he does. So I'm absolutely glad to see RFK here.
Put in this position.
No, Trump did a very, very good appointment for this one. I give him that.